Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the boardroom. Thank you for joining us. So, we're going to be having our own crypto banner about crypto news without Ran and nothing to do with the channel, right? And we're excited to talk about some AI stuff, some Cardano stuff, some like broader crypto market stuff. Thank you for joining us. Let's Hey there,
What's going on?
dude. Happy Sunday.
Yes, it is Sunday. Oh man, don't tell me I'm freaking glitching. Do I have too many? Why is this going on?
Too many tabs open. Is TradingView open?
No, I don't have TradingView open. I have Coin Market Cap. But bro, I
Look, you're
upgraded
back. You're back.
everything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
No, I'm glitching. I can see it.
Oh
This
man.
is crazy. Let me see here. How about now? Nope. Bro, I have upgraded the shit out of this computer too. It's got to be a Brave browser thing. All right, let me close some more tips, some more tabs.
All right. So
Better.
what I'm gonna hit on then is the fun stuff that I knew that you're gonna love. So I know you, Desert Crypto. I know you, bud. We talk a lot, right? We're
A
always
lot.
talking. And I know for sure that you have been following along with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap dissing and rap battle that's going on, right? You're probably all
No,
up on
no.
that.
I know something about. AI, some AI generated footage. Kendrick diss Drake. Drake diss Kendrick. And controversial topic. Drake is not the best rapper that's ever lived. I'm sorry. It's just
hold
not
on,
fucking
hold
true.
on, hold
I
on,
can think of at
hold on.
least 5 rappers better than Drake.
Here's my problem with that comment, right? Nobody has sold as many hit records as him, right? Or
What
has
about
like
Kanye?
generated as much gross. I think he beat him, dude. I think he beat him. Maybe I'm wrong. But what I will say is that not only are they having a dispute, but then this guy named Metro Booming, he dropped a song called BBL Drizzy. Do you know what a BBL is?
No.
Oh, see? I knew you would love this. I knew that you were going to be up on this. So a BBL is a Brazilian butt lift. So he dropped a song right after all these disses and named it
Oh
BBL
shit.
Drizzy. It's okay,
Did
you're
something
here.
happen? Okay.
Yeah. You had a
I
moment,
turned
you
off
know?
my I turned off my VPN and it looked like the whole thing crashed. This is crazy, bro. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Go ahead. BBO. What is a BBO?
It is a Brazilian butt lift. So the song that Metro Boomin dropped is called BBL Drizzy. And everybody knows Drizzy goes by Drizzy Drake, right? So
Right?
he was not only kicking him while he was down, but the song's called BBL Drizzy. Okay, so everybody that's tuned in, listen, I know that you all are here for crypto content and thank you for joining us, right? And we're about to go through some headlines. We wanted to name this stream Crypto Banter because we are bantering about crypto, right? And so I have some
Yes.
articles that I'm actually go over with everybody. And like desert. Like, I feel like we've been going through this bear market, and all of the big news came out during the bear market, and nobody was excited, and price did not go up. So now the same
Right.
news is coming out now, and we're reading it, and we're like, hey, this is so big. Aren't you excited? Maybe the price will go up this time. But it's the same news. So
Yes.
I just wanted to hit this really awesome old news, new news article that came across my eyes, my peepers today. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Fidelity says pension plans are starting to explore crypto in a $4.7 trillion opportunity. Okay, so like first of all, actually like on your side, can you do me a favor? Will you tell me what the full market cap of crypto as a whole is?
Oh, I bet it's about 2.7 right now.
Really?
Uh,
2.7 as a whole. I mean, maybe
hold on.
Bitcoin
No, wait a minute. That's not right. Market cap 2.36 trillion.
2.36 trillion. Dude, that was good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaleesa. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining
What's
us.
going on, Jaleesa?
But yeah, dude, you were close. What's the market cap of Bitcoin by itself right now?
Bitty Bitcoin is at 1.26228. Oh, did just change. 1.2.
1.2. That's fair.
Yeah.
1.2. Wait, so it changed downwards?
What do you mean it changed downwards?
You
Sitting
said it
at
just
64,108.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, I have
Well,
to close this though.
that's exciting. But anyway, so this is huge, right? And the reason that this is huge, and the reason it was huge during the bear market when nobody cared, is that this means that people that have pension plans that are getting these from their job now are going to be able to like either pick part of their plan to invest a little bit into crypto. So like every month or every paycheck, whatever your situation is, you'd be able to like allocate a certain percentage of that that goes into like your pension into crypto, which if we're right and crypto is not going to zero, then there's a chance that that makes some money for people, and that pensions, this is a really good way to like counterbalance and offset inflation and prepare for the future. I mean, although I think that if there's like a monetary collapse, that probably these pension plans with crypto will likely not pay out. However,
Right.
I'm optimistic. It's not going to happen. They'll be able to print forever.
So my 401k is through Fidelity.
Yeah, dude. You would be one of
So
them. You'd be able to.
I need to contact Fidelity. I can't get over. Jaleesa, you're watching the stream. Am I real glitchy? Am I, or is
You
it
look
just
beautiful
me
now.
looking at this camera?
It's just you looking at the camera. It's in your head, sir.
Well, I just checked the resources on my computer. I'm at like 15% memory, like 8% on my memory card. I'm hardwired to the internet. So this is ridiculous.
Okay. So here, see, look, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. But so here's something interesting. Did you know that JP Morgan Chase has offered Bitcoin custody like opportunities for like high net worth individuals since 2013? Since 2013. Even though that guy comes out and he says, this is not okay. High
Since
net worth
2013?
individuals, dude.
Well, I know they came out with that a couple years ago.
No, it has been, if you have enough money, which is like multi-millions, they'll do it. You want it, they'll do it for you. Yes.
Wow. Well,
Isn't
because
that
at one point in time, Jamie Dimon said if he catches any of his employees holding Bitcoin, he'd fire them.
dude? Yes, it's because they don't want us poor people to know.
Right. You know, I was watching what is it? Impact Theory. It's
Yes, love it.
Tom, you know who I'm talking about? Tom
I love it.
Boulay,
I
I
love
think
it.
is his name.
Mhm.
So he had Arthur Hayes on there, right? And I put this tweet out the other day, and he says the TradFi banking system runs every government, just like the TradFi banking system runs the US government. And they are making so much money off of crypto fees, they're going to try to push as many ETFs as possible through. So it's like, because he was asking them specifically about uh, the Ethereum ETF, you know, and he says it's an inevitability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
100K Bitcoin's inevitable.
yeah. Well, like they say, like, for example, like people that have like a financial manager, like somebody that's managing their finances, like
Right.
they might only make like a few a few percentages of what you're making, but like over the lifespan, those percentages that they're making off you are compounding. So like
Oh
in the
yeah.
long term, they make a lot of your money that should have been yours, right?
Yeah.
And so those institutions, they're like, dude, what else can we get your money on? And
Right.
like I've always heard and believed truly that that's the reason why like we have to go cashless, because when you go to your let's say your friend who's a really good gardener with a green thumb, and then you go pay your friend for some, broccoli with cash, right? They don't get a piece of that. However, the moment that we become a cashless society, every time that you do a transaction, depending on the gateways you go through, right? Especially if it's a centralized gateway, then there are
Right.
transaction fees that go to them. So, like, it's kind of like if you have $50, right? And then every time you pass it to somebody, you lose 1%, then eventually that $50 will be nothing as long as you keep
Yes.
passing it, right? And
Yes.
then where that nothing ends up, the whole thing ends up in somebody's pocket. And so that's the reason why cashless makes the most sense. But on the topic of impact theory, did you see this?
Oh no, I did not.
So impact
Six
theory
point. What?
dropped an NFT, right? And they made buku money on it, right? They sold out. And then so they basically got sued by the SEC. And so what did they do? They said, "Oh, we'll pay 6.1 million." All right. And so they did. But I mean, like, then the problem went
Wow.
away. You know what I mean? They're kind of
Well, that's
like
what a lot of these people do. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They, they launch a token or they launch something. They make $40 billion, and they get charged, 200 million in fines. Okay, well, they just made $38.8 billion or
Yeah.
$39.8 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the moral of the story is if you're going to do something illegal to benefit yourself financially, you have to
yeah.
make enough to pay them off so that you can keep enough money that it was worth it. I mean,
It's the age old thing. Drug companies do it. You know what I mean? They make 6 million or 6 billion on a drug, and then they file freaking. They get sued, and they pay out 400 million. Boom. Insurance adjusters do the same thing. Car wrecks. There's a best believe there is a price tag on every one of our lives. Okay, they do not just recall a a car when something happens one time. No, there has to be at least a monetary value that they've paid out in wrongful death suits before they'll recall that part. I am going to jump out of the stream and I am going to log back in and see if it fixes this because I'm looking at myself and I just can't take this.
no, you're
So
okay.
I'm going to close down StreamYard and then I am going to jump back in because there's no reason that this should be glitchy like this.
That's totally good. Well, then
I'll be
here's the
right back.
question: should I um say what I'm gonna say and then you just pop in whenever, or should I like? I mean, I guess yeah. I'll just say what I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
just say what you're going to
Go
say.
ahead and pop
It's
out.
only going to take me a
So
second. It's only going to
okay,
take me a second.
cool. So here is the other thing. So on this topic where we're talking about all these people, right, where money gets them out of the problem. I know that a lot of you have been paying attention to the crypto space lately, especially know about this. So the Binance founder, CZ, right? He was sentenced to 4 months in jail. And the company agreed to pay 4.3 billion in fines spread across their like subsidiaries and companies. My question is, how much money did they make that paying $4.3 billion was worth it? You know, it's a crazy thought to think about. It's a lot of money. Let's see. So the question now is, do I skip desert and then I just like run with it? Oh, here he is. Okay, so sorry, I was trying to put you up. How are we doing now?
I
Now?
think
And
good.
there you go.
At least for a little bit.
Oh, now it's delayed.
We only got 3 views, or that's just because I can only see 3 views.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Now you're here and it's good. So did you hear what I was talking
Wait a
about
minute.
at
You
all?
know what?
Yeah.
I think when I pulled the plug, when I turned off my VPN, I think we dropped our connection to frickin' the YouTube and everything.
No, dude.
What does it say on your side for viewers?
36.
Oh, okay, maybe it's just because I just came in. All I'm showing is that we're streaming to JPEG Empire on YouTube.
No, I show all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. And
But
I'm good?
yes, you're good. So what I was saying is that CZ went to jail for 4 months and they paid 4.3 billion in fines. So how much money were they making, bro?
Oh, bro, they made a shit ton of money.
And dude, I would
A
be
ridiculous amount of money.
I mean, like, do you think though, like, does he have a massage therapist or a masseuse in there with him, you think, for those 4 months? Or you think it's like not nice? You know what I mean?
No. I think
Because
first
it's
of all,
white collar crime.
it's only 4 months.
Yeah.
I don't know about the feds, but in state penitentiaries, if you're sentenced to less than a year, you don't go to prison. You go to the county jail. This is the feds. I don't know. He will probably end up at a reception center for like 4 months. If he even does that, you know what I mean? But if it's white collar, so he's going to like Martha Stewart land, you know, with tennis courts and freaking jacuzzis and you know what I mean?
You're going to have racquetball tournaments.
Yeah, eggs Benedict for breakfast and shit like that. You know what I mean? No.
It's golf, but they only have 8 holes. Right?
Oh, the travesty. Only 8 holes.
Only half. Jeez. Rough, dude. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to do it, you better do it up. Like, you really got to do it, right? You got to do it.
Yeah.
So there's no half stepping. If you're going to do it, you better do it big, because if you don't do it big enough, oof.
Right.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are bullshit charges. Well, I don't know about Binance. I'm sure they did some shady shit in the beginning. You know what I mean? When it was the wild, wild west. And not even necessarily illegal stuff, but we had no framework. You know what I mean?
And anybody that used any kind of mixing service has laundered money.
Oh, yeah.
But that's such a stupid, vague way of looking at it, because
yes,
privacy online should not be illegal. This was one of the biggest discussions I was actually having with a friend of mine today. So my dad is very political. He has a certain ideology, and I disagree with it. But most people that are very political, I disagree with their ideology, because at this moment, we've got 2 options that didn't grow up with the internet, that don't know a whole lot about using the internet now in today's age. So how are these people supposed to determine the future of our country in regards to technological innovation, right? It's crazy. We need...
the average age of Congress is like 60 or 70 years old. You know
And
what? I'm gonna look that up right now. Go
the
ahead.
median age in the country, I think, is like 44, right? Like the average across everybody. I think that the maximum age of the person that leads our country needs to be like the average age of everybody in the country, like at most. Because I mean, then you still got the advisors and you have everyone else, but you need somebody that's like a little crazy and naive to be like, hey, why don't we do this? It could be cool. You know, you need somebody that's there that's like, hey, why don't we try other planets, bro? And then when people are like, that's really a tough thing to do, they're like, but
So
we're
the average,
the
I
country in
don't
the
know
world.
what they're telling me the median age. The median age of senators is 65.3 years old.
Oh yeah,
Congress is 58 years old.
that's so crazy. This is what I'm
That's
telling you.
crazy.
They don't actually have to worry about the future. Like,
No,
I'm sorry, they don't.
no.
They do not. Maybe that's my like really like terrible opinion. My mom actually gets like violently angry at me when I tell her that these people are too old, because she's like, "What about your dad? You don't think your dad is mentally capable enough to run the country?" So for everybody out there, my dad is 80 years old. It's
No.
not that I don't think he's mentally capable to run the country. I think he's a very smart person. I think that he's probably more capable than the options that we have in this upcoming election. But what I will say is he has an iPhone and has had an iPhone for a long time, and then sometimes it just doesn't work the way that he wants it to.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, I would rather that never be the case.
I still have to show my mom how to attach pictures in a text message.
It's just, well, my
Yeah.
dad. Okay, so WhatsApp is what I use because I'm often outside of the country, and so like he will only, like, before he used to only be able to call me and he couldn't figure out like video calling, and now he like can only call me if it's a video call, which drives me crazy because like the other day I'm like, Dad, I'm on the public bus. I'm not going to do this right now. And he's like, what do you mean? You can't talk to your dad on a bus? I'm not about to video call you in front of 25 strangers I don't know right now.
Right.
I'm going to pay attention to where my stop's at. But
He's probably like my mom too, walked through the store with it on speakerphone.
yeah.
You know, talking at high volume on speakerphone. Every time I call her, I'm like, am I on speakerphone? Yeah. Get me off.
Yeah.
Because other people around you, yeah, they don't need to hear
canceled,
whatever
Mom.
the fuck I have to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 100%.
Right.
100%. All right. So here is, let's see. So this one is one I really like. Okay. So am I sharing this? Can you see it?
No, you're not sharing it.
I'm not sharing it. View this. Oh,
Well,
view
you are, but it's not up there.
Oh, okay. So this is one I really like, and I like it for a lot of reasons. I'm going to tell you why. So Vodafone looks to integrate crypto wallets with SIM cards. The telecom company is reportedly seeking 1.8 billion in loans amid a plan to raise a total of 2.9 billion in debt. So first of all, I want to laugh at the way that is structured, because only huge companies or companies that are seeking money can seek to raise 2.9 billion in debt. Like, their goal is to achieve that much debt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they can do something cool with it. But like, if I went to the bank and I was like, hey man, I'm trying to get $250,000 worth of debt. I'm trying to raise some debt. I would like you to help me. Dude, I would get laughed out of the building, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But so this is fantastic because, so this is a UK-based telecoms company. I think, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I think that this idea of integrating crypto wallets with SIM cards is huge. And the reason, because one of the things that's really important in general is being able to control our own data. So if we get into a place where SIM cards are kind of like our own crypto wallets, then all of our phone data can be like siloed to our SIM cards, which I think is cool. And also
So
would prevent people from like scammers and people that are just spamming numbers. You wouldn't really be able to, in my mind, call right everybody unless you knew their wallet address, like unless you had the correct number, essentially.
so
Right?
it's gonna be hardwired into the SIM card, right? Not attached to like the ESN number
Yeah. It would
of
be
the
like
SIM.
into it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking like, oh, I mean, it's bad enough we have SIM swaps. Now we're gonna have wallet swaps. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that would be kind of, I guess that would be kind of cool. You know, if it was integrated into the SIM card. I mean, it would be a hot wallet. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be a cold storage wallet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But imagine if you can just, because like when I buy my phones, I buy my phones directly from Samsung. I get it. I pop my SIM card out. I put it in my new phone. And half the time, I don't even call Verizon to activate it. For whatever reason, it's already uploaded into my plan. And every time I have to get in the safe, track down my freaking seed phrases, enter my new, you know what I mean? But if it's on my SIM card already, that would be cool. I wouldn't put a lot of money on there. You know what I mean? But it would be cool, you know what I mean? And then if you
Imagine.
have like you said, like a wallet address, like if they could call me by calling desert underscore dot crypt or desert underscore crypto
Yeah.
or the underscore John Carter, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Just your handle. Instead of,
Right.
how sick would that be? Instead of phone numbers, we're just calling people's handles.
Right. That would be cool.
Well, if anybody is trying to send any ADA to my daughter, her handle is your mama is mine. Right? So your mama is mine. $sign your mama is mine is my daughter's ADA handle. I told her, I was like, you could have any ADA handle for your wallet. What is it going to be? And she said that. And I was like, yeah, man. She's 15.
Nice.
She's a gangster with it.
Your kids are into crypto then.
No. It's kind of like it was something that she did just because I was like, hey, do this. And then, she did, but like she's not like into it. It's probably the last time she looked at it. I think I gave her a junkie and something else. I gave her something else. I actually want to send her one of the Beast Hive NFTs.
Oh, there you go.
Which is something I might do.
But at least she's open to it. She's not like your wife.
Oh, yeah. My wife is like, quit playing video games with your silly friends. This has no value. You're just playing with your computer, and you should be a grown man. So stop playing little games with your friends on the internet. And I'm just like, right. We're talking about subverting the like whole antiquated economy and a revolution without violence, babe. Like, please. I'm trying to subvert the entirety of the trajectory of the world right now, okay? I want things to be better. I'm doing this for us. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fix the economy. One fiat conversion into decentralized magic internet money at a time, okay? Just let me live. Jeez.
Funny.
Hates it. The other day she was like, "What about all that money we got in internet money? Like, how much is that generating us?" And I'm like, "Oh, how do you say? Just wait for the bull run, honey. Just wait for the bull run. If it comes, I'll be a genius." So, this was actually something that I heard about on the break, which I thought was interesting. So, if anybody is not watching the break and you have a Twitter, you need to follow at AaronGuyette.eth. I actually think it's Guyette.
I think it's Guyette
Aaron.eth. But Guyette, hold on. I probably have it here in banners. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here we are. So follow Guy at Aaron. Oh, just Guy at Aaron. And Tom over Chaplin. So they have the break, but they were talking about this on the break. Aaron is also the dev who is soon to be announced as a full-on team member. So there's the alpha. But here's the thing. So Friendtech, a lot of people have seen this stuff about Friendtech. But so their token plummets on the first day, right after 100% community airdrop. And one of the problems, I think it went like 90% down or something like that, or over 90% down. But the reason was because the claiming portal stopped working for a period of time, and then FUD, and then people sell it, and then all that stuff. But so I thought it was interesting because anyone on social media sees this social-fi Ponzi scheme stuff that like comes up and then disappears and then gets hacked and then disappears. So this one hasn't. You know what I mean? So far, it's
it's not even relevant anymore, is it though? So 3-4 months ago, that's all people were talking about. Oh, buy my keys, buy my Friendtech keys, buy my Friendtech keys, blah, 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 blah. And then it was the one on AVAX, Stars Arena on AVAX. And then that was another one. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Friendtech, Stars Arena.
Yep.
And then a month later, this is the first time I've heard anything about Friendtech in months, bro.
Yeah. Well, I thought you would have seen it on Twitter. Like, dude, your friend over there that gave us the inside information about the airdrop that we didn't know we were going to get. Benny
he doesn't talk about it. He doesn't talk about it.
Recently was talking about that, like the airdrop he was going to split with like his key holders, right? So you had to do that, right? He was like, you have X amount of time to do this and like blah, 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 blah. But so the point is, that was an airdrop that we didn't know we were going to get. So everybody that thinks we're insiders in the cabal, what I'm saying is if you drop a token and you're going to pump some money out of it, let me know because I like money and I would enjoy it. Just let me know ahead of time. You know what I mean? Give me a heads up. Like I'm going to sell it immediately, but give me a heads up. Drop it in my wallet if you want, But, yeah, no, we had a heckler on Twitter who was very adamant that we were insiders.
Yeah, over airdrop.
It would have been funnier if we were, though.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say to that. So let's see. What else is new on my stuff? Well, you had some stuff that you wanted to talk about.
I have AI stuff.
Which AI stuff is the most important narrative, I think, going on here for a little while, besides RWAs, which I think RWAs are pretty big.
Yes, RWAs and AI, and then gaming, maybe. You know what I mean? So, for everybody here, let me share my screen real quick, I guess.
Geez, so now you just actually gave me something. Hold on. I'm going to point this out real quick. I'm going to pump our bags real quick, okay? I'm going to pump our bags. Yeah. So, have you seen this? And I can't wait for you to say that no. Have you seen this? The amphitheater? Are you hip to the amphitheater?
Oh, this is the Ape Society, yeah.
Yes, but did you see this?
So they're coming out with a game now?
Yes, they already are like, it's a thing. And I'm pretty sure that it's actually like a lot closer to being done than not. But it's kind of like a Coliseum style, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which I mean, like, the thing is, if it were good and people were like really like, dude, on Cardano, I love it.
Did he pick up a gun? What did he pick up? Oh no, he's just got a battle axe. And when is it supposed to launch?
It's a good question. I don't have the answer to that. But I just wanted to
2030?
let everybody know that yeah, no. I actually think it's like much sooner than that. Yeah.
You know, I really wish I had more time to look into the other projects that I hold. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I know
like
I've said
Stag
this
Alliance, where you
before.
own 10% of the supply, or
I own a grip of Stag, a grip of Boss Cat. I think I own one of every asset in Crocs.
wait, you
I own
have
an
Old
ape.
Money too, right? You're in part of Old
That
Money.
one I don't have. I don't have that one. I
That's
don't have that
interesting.
one.
I saw that Old Money is going to be dropping at ordinals. I think it's like 333
Yeah.
ordinals.
Last ordinal I bought was Boss Cat, bro. I bought it. I bought it for 0.018 ADA or 0.018 Bitcoin. And at the time, it was like $580. So but right now that's like $1,200. I guarantee if I look it up, it's probably worth 0.0005 Bitcoin or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not big on the whole. I played in ordinals when they first came out. I minted or bought some what was it? The Bitcoin virus and the Bitcoin machine. And then for owning the Bitcoin virus, I got all these airdrops and I didn't even know. They just kind of showed up. And then because I own those, I got one of those rune stones airdropped to me. As soon as I got it, I freaking sold it. I missed out on a lot of money, but I was like,
Yeah, I was
there's
gonna say
100,000 of these.
you
You know what I
paper
mean?
handed the runes, right? I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
did like, are you bullish on the like runes narrative? And I think that like Dogecoin is gonna have some runes on it if it doesn't already. You hold Galactic Cats, don't you?
Nope.
Ah, dude, I think I told you the other day. Somebody
You
was
did.
mad in Galactic Cats and they sold like 7 or 8 of them at 25 ADA. And I tried to buy 6 or 7 and I
Right.
actually only got like 3 of them, which was crazy.
You told me get in there, go buy now.
Yeah,
But I was on the run and I didn't have any ADA in that mobile wallet,
nah, you're
the one
good.
I had access to.
I
So
think
I was like, meh.
I think floor is now like 44 or something like that. But if you have 4 of them, you're gonna actually get like a Doge NFT, like something that's on Doge chain. Apparently there is stuff on
Oh
Doge
yeah,
chain.
they're doing it. Yeah, they're doing inscriptions on Doge and everything. See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's all just,
Hype, and it
bro.
just like,
I don't have the bandwidth to freaking deal with all this stuff. I mean, I'm working. We got the project. We just had a big meeting today, which hurt my freaking head.
yeah, it was pretty big.
We got the YouTube channel going on. I haven't even been trading. I mean, I'm in a trade right now, but I've been in it for 2 weeks and it's finally back in the positive. I
Gosh.
can't actively trade. All my time is literally working on the project or working, you know? So it kind of sucks. Like, kind of like what Machinist said that he just wished he could be a degen. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He never had a chance to degen because he was always doing something. You know, I get most of my information now researching stuff for the friggin' podcast. So if we're not putting something out on the podcast, you know what I mean? Or I don't even get to watch like my YouTube guys. I listen to them, but listening to them while you're working and actually watching are two totally different things.
So, dude, you sound lame. Like you should just go over to TradFi and worry about quarterly earnings reports then. And just go back to trading stocks and that make money, that have a business that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like you sound like a quitter, sir.
How am I a quitter? I don't have enough time in the day, bro. If we had 36-hour days, I'd be good.
No, no,
But I
no.
don't have
See,
enough time.
the truth is that was my what's it called? Whenever you're like transitioning, that was my transition. That was my pivot to this. Did you see this? Dude,
Who is that?
Coinbase, right? In the
Right.
first quarter made 1.64 billion.
Yes.
1.64 billion in Q1.
122% year to year. Woo.
And so here's what I wanna like ask you, bro. What do you think Q2 is gonna look like?
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Right? And then
Just
Q3,
wait, bro.
dude, and Q3 and Q4 is probably gonna be like the craziest because even when people are selling, bro, they're collecting them fees.
When my family was here a couple weekends ago, so my aunt is big into stocks. She's not crypto. I said, well, the
Coinbase.
Bitcoin ETF is out now. And she's like, oh, really? She's got some annuity. She's like, oh, I'm getting 8% on an annuity. I was like, yeah, that's cute. I mean, that's nice.
You're
That's
like,
nice.
I'm in crypto. I don't even get out of bed for less than a 6.
Granted, she's almost 80, but she's still. I mean, I was just take my portion of the inheritance and put it in the Bitcoin ETF. But she actually wrote it down and was going to talk to her advisor. I told her NVIDIA, Bitcoin ETF, Coinbase, and find a project, because she was talking about AI, and I was like, well, if you were in crypto, I can give you a dozen AI projects to get into. I said, I don't know about the real world. I don't know about stocks, who does what AI. I said, but I can tell you, Plantier.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. But I told her NVIDIA, the underlying infrastructure. And then I told her to tell her advisor to find a data storage company, because that's another thing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Data centers.
Marathon Holdings, the mining company also.
That's Bitcoin.
Oh, well, yeah. But
I said AI. No,
okay,
Bitcoin.
AI, yeah.
I told her just to buy the Bitcoin ETF.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. And she actually wrote it down. And any other time I've talked to her about it, her eyes glaze over. You know what I mean? But this time she wrote it down because
it was like TradFi. I like that.
Right.
That sounds safe.
Well, it is 7:42. Let's go over this other story real quick.
This is my favorite. I'm actually like hype about this. You brought this to my attention, and this got me worked up.
See, now this is something I can't believe you didn't know about.
Dude, yeah, I didn't know this. Like, I know so much about, like, individually them, but I didn't know that this was going to be a thing. So anybody that's not paying attention, you better start paying attention now.
So first thing, let's go over. So OpenAI could challenge Google and Perplexity with AI-powered search reports. Oh, Perplexity, isn't that who you were just talking about? Who did you just say for AI?
Plantier.
Oh, Plantier. Okay.
No, I wish it was.
So,
funny.
the leader in AI could dethrone the leader in search, with web sleuths uncovering signs of a search tool linked to ChatGPT. Already top of mind in the red hot artificial intelligence space, OpenAI could be working on an AI-powered search engine to challenge the tech titan Google, as well as web-savvy AI tool Perplexity. So as it is right now, if you're living under a rock and don't know what ChatGPT is created by OpenAI. OpenAI is created by Sam Altman. Sam Altman also created WorldCoin, where he wants you to scan your freaking eyeball for some free WorldCoin back in the day, about a year ago. So OpenAI, this is also, Elon has a big beef with them, calls them closed AI. And so they fired Sam Altman, or Sam Altman quit, but then they sold to Microsoft, and Microsoft was like, well, we want Sam Altman. So now all of this is owned by Microsoft now. OpenAI is owned by Microsoft. That's why Elon's always talking about closed AI.
And you missed
So
that
as it is, huh?
you missed when he was gonna leave, and then he was gonna leave OpenAI, and then all of a
Right.
sudden he abused his sister when she was small,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
all of
yeah,
a
yeah.
sudden he goes back to OpenAI, and all of that just vanished.
Just vanished.
Just
Microsoft either knows and don't care, or it's a lie. I mean, there's only two options, because I guarantee Microsoft doesn't not know. You don't think they did their due diligence when millions and millions of dollars are on the line? No. So, but the point is that Chat GPT right now uses Bing. So, like, if you go into Chat GPT 4 or something like that, and you put in some, ask it a question or whatever, it's using Bing as its browser to collect that data. So, the tantalizing, which is a Microsoft competitor to, is it Microsoft? It is Microsoft. That's what the Edge uses, right? Microsoft Edge uses Bing as its.
I have
I
no
think
idea. I
so.
use Chrome. I could never do all that other stuff. It's weird, and yeah. But I
Yeah, I
think
don't know.
I used that AI for a little period of time, and I think it wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. I
No, it
think
wasn't bad.
it's pretty
It,
all
it
right.
wasn't too bad. I've used it before. I had a subscription on and off.
But
Uh,
Gemini, oh, I
so
love
the
Gemini.
the tantalizing Gemini, bro, really?
I love it.
That
It's
is,
so nice. It
yeah.
does so many things for me. Sometimes when I was in corporate life, sometimes I would get these emails that were just so, oh my goodness.
It
So I
also it
would
also
write,
created it also created black Nazis, bro.
well, okay, yes. Well, I
So
mean,
that
Dave
just tells you
Chappelle,
where the
bro.
code
Dave
is.
Chappelle.
Well, we're not talking about a comedy sketch. We're talking about technology that could revolutionize the world, and it has a freaking ideology behind it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but it's based on the people that feed it the information. So it might not have
Exactly.
the ideology. It's the people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which is
And
scary.
that is the problem. That is the problem with centralized AI, which we will get into the other aspects of that here in a second. But let's just go over this real quick. The tantalizing face-off over the future of finding information online emerging from rumors and purported insider leaks. The first hints surfaced in February when the information reported that OpenAI was developing a search app aimed at Google's core competency. If true, it would be marked departure from the company's current arrangement with Microsoft to use Bing to give ChatGPT access to the web. See, I didn't even read that. Before I didn't even read this before. I should have read it before we went live, but I didn't.
No, no, no.
Uh,
You have to be authentic.
Generation RAG. So to improve answers by folding data from the web searches into Chat GPT-4 chatbot responses, giving it an edge in terms of currency of information. So then he goes on. So I guess basically there's a bunch of insiders, therefore it can't be trusted. LOL. But seriously, for sure it can't. Uh, if if it has an ideology behind and refuses to do certain things, then you know what I mean. It's like people were asking it like, uh, if you had to, if I don't, it's kind of touchy. I don't want to. I don't know.
Hold on. Here,
You know what?
here.
Screw it. Screw it.
Let me
No, no,
think.
no, no. Screw it. Screw it.
Oh gosh, you're getting us
So
canceled.
people asked it questions like, if misgendering somebody would save the world from an atomic bomb, should I do it? And it would come back like, well, I don't think you should, because you should never misgender somebody and their feelings and this, and that. And it's like, what? That's crazy. I mean, as bad as it may be to misgender somebody, the world, destruction, misgendering somebody. I mean, it's, come on. They're not the same thing, right? Any
I
sane, rational person can understand that that is not the same thing. So that right there is, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? We won't get into that.
was gonna say I have a super simple thing about that.
Go ahead.
If you look at somebody and you are trying to be respectful while talking to them, and address them the way that you respectfully believe is the way that you should refer to them. And then they tell you that you are wrong. Okay? I think that
Right.
it is respectful to then be like, okay, I apologize. Refer to them how they would like to be referred to. But if it's anything crazy, then I would just not refer to them. I mean, like, and I mean that, like, not that it, not,
Social.
not that anything's
That's a
not,
social interaction. I'm talking about the
yeah,
program should
yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah,
behind it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
No,
AI
of course.
shouldn't be able to tell us.
Be respectful. Be respectful to everybody. I mean, there's no reason to disrespect anybody. This
Yep.
is a big world. You don't have to interact with anybody you don't want to interact with. I mean, you know what I mean? You can always walk away from anything. But when the
unbiased computer
program,
should not have a
yeah,
bias that is built
yeah,
into it when you are looking for knowledge or truth from
right,
that. Yeah, I
right.
100% am there with you.
You
Oh,
know, when you ask it for a historical picture, it needs to be historical accurate. I don't want to protect my feelings. I want historical accuracy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want, and it's going to perpetuate this dumbness of people.
And when
They're going
you
to believe
ask it to create a picture of 2 white guys and 1 black guy for our Discord picture of our team, right? It should not be 3 black guys or 2 black guys. It should be 1 black guy and 2 white guys. And one of them is Canadian, right?
That shit was so funny. How long did we work on it with Midjourney? It was like I'm saying I'm wording it. Yeah, the first one worked perfect, and then the freaking they updated the version, and me and John were on a call. Me and John were on a call trying to get it a generated picture of me, him, and Seji, 2 white guys, 1 black dude, and it didn't matter how I worded it. 2 African American CEOs with or 1 African American CEO, 2 Caucasian, 1 black guy, 2 white guys. It did not matter. It always gave us at least 2 black guys.
Yeah, it wasn't allowed the other way. But on the topic of the AI and like people controlling the actual knowledge there. So one of my favorite books, classic book, 1984. In 1984, there is a Ministry of Truth, which is a department of the government that determines what is the truth and what is not the truth, what is the approved truth, and what you are allowed to think about that is true. Right? And so one of the things about that is you don't need a department of truth if your only source of true knowledge is corrupted and tells you the truth that they want you to have, right? And I know that sounds conspiratorial, but there is a group of people that are feeding the information into this AI that are training it to believe a certain set of things. They can even create rules to build its perception of reality, right? And so
and then you got to be worried. You got to be worried about the copy of a copy of a copy scenario. You know what I mean? We're not going to get into I don't think we're going to make it to the other one, but I do think we should do a stream about the fetch. We'll do a stream about the fetch Ocean Protocol AGIX merger into the ASI coin.
Yes.
It's really fascinating, and doing the math right now, if you can get AGIX or Ocean under $1.25, it might be a good pickup.
Yeah,
because there's a set. So FET is going to be traded across 1-to-1 to the new ASI coin, but Ocean and AGIX are going to be traded across at 0.4433333333 each. You know what I mean? So you'll need 2.135 of each coin to create 1 ASI coin. An ASI coin is supposed to launch at around $2.85. I think this would be a good topic. Maybe we'll pick this up Wednesday.
Yeah.
And both of us will do some mad research on it. And we will
I mean, I don't know. We can keep going. I'm fine.
We can keep going. I mean, it just won't be as in depth, but we can keep going. What was I going to say? Oh, the copy of a copy of a copy theory.
Yes.
Okay. So when you have
Star Trek,
no, but when you go, so you go into Chat GPT. Hey, write me a report about X. It writes you a report, or all these freaking people. You know, like the mainstream media. Somebody publishes it. The next person picks it up, publishes it, picks it up, publishes it, picks it up, publishes it. And then they're like, oh, well, that's wrong. Well, I don't know. I got it from this guy. And then, but the first guy has already changed and updated. So now all the new ones are wrong because they copied the old version of it. You know what I mean? So imagine this. You're using Chat GPT and you want to publish a paper, you want it to refine it or something like that. So what it does is it pulls all this information from the internet, brings it back, boom, gives you a page. You edit it, whatever, and then you publish that. So now then the next person, publishes or wants to research a paper, and it references the page that you published using the same chat, and then they publish a paper. So then now the next person who wants to do research references a page that was used to reference another page that was all AI fucking generated, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like so a game of telephone.
Yeah, exactly. Like a game of telephone. You know what I mean? So
before we go to the serious stuff, did you read 1984 or do you just know about it? Like all
I read it
ages ago.
I read it 30 years ago, maybe. You know what I mean?
I was talking a little bit about political stuff, right? And in 1984, every day, there are several parts of the day when they have to have mandated 5 minutes of hate, where a television screen comes down. It shows you who your enemy is, who you're supposed to hate, and why you hate these people, right? And then it's just for 5 minutes. You're supposed to get mad, angry, and scream and like holler and cry and be upset about these people that you hate. They show you who you hate, right? Multiple times a day.
Right.
Dude.
So mainstream media.
Dude, there's so many things about that book written ages ago that are so true, because this is what I was saying to my dad. I was like, man, if I vote, I'm voting for somebody else. And he was like, you can't vote for somebody else. They won't win. I was like, well, if I don't vote for somebody else, then I'm going to pick somebody terrible. Right?
Right.
Either one is terrible. Neither one of them knows how to use their cell phone by themselves. If you think either one of those two are tweeting on their Twitters, you're crazy.
No.
You're crazy.
But I will push back a little bit on that. I mean, Trump may not be the one physically tweeting, but ain't nobody else can come up with bangers like Trump. So he's like,
they are on.
Like, he's like, hey, tweet this, blah, 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 blah. And it's a shitstorm. Biden's like, tweet? What do you mean tweet? No, I don't hear no fucking birds. What do you mean tweet? You know what I mean?
See, I wouldn't even say it. I just think the both of those guys, man, they need to.
Oh, they're both too old. They're both too old. They're both too old.
It's cruel.
I was a fan. I wanted Vivek.
You said the vet?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh, Vivek Ramaswamy. That's interesting.
I'm a huge fan of that dude right there, because he's the same populist type style president. You know what I mean?
But he presents a lot better.
But he's a millennial. He's young. He knows computer. He knows engagement farming. He knows what's going on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well,
Trump's a New York bully. Trump's a New York bully. Biden is a 50-year None of you in this chat were born when Biden first became an elected official. I wasn't born when Biden first became an elected official. You know what I mean? So that's, so you have the career corrupt politician versus the headstrong New York freaking bully. You know what I mean? What could possibly go wrong, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just think it's elder abuse. I like since we're on this topic a little bit, I really liked Andrew Yang, dude. I liked Andrew Yang. I don't know. I liked him, and he was only there once for like a brief moment. And the reason I liked him because his stuff was like all kind of like mathematical to an extent, because the universal basic income is kind of like something that is sort of
I don't agree
inevitable.
with that.
But it's inevitable if we become. I mean, I don't agree with it either.
No,
but I'm saying
I don't agree, bro. We've bastardized and freaking run. There's too much corruption. The welfare system.
No, I agree.
Bro, when I was a kid, you want to know what like welfare was? You got the black and white box of cereal, the big block of cheese, which is freaking awesome. Awesome. Best cheese in the world, bro. Came in a box like this freaking big. It was just white with black lettering. You pull the lid up and it was real cheese. That was now you can buy soda with food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy anything you want with food stamps.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you're what's that song? If you're 300 pounds, the government ought not to pay for your bag of fudge rounds.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think UBI would just get corrupted.
So I agree, but my only pushback with that is that if we actually had somebody that was technology forward, there would be a point when we really do displace a lot of people from like jobs because of things being efficient. Like I think about, this is the one thing that I say all the time, okay? Think about taxes. Think about how many people are involved in the entire industry and the stuff of taxes. And the thing that is the stupidest is that the government knows how much they want you to pay them. So if we didn't have all this bullshit and all of a sudden
you're not talking about technology, you're talking about the size of government.
Well, but I'm saying that like there's systems that are in place.
It's too big, bro. It's too big.
I'm saying that technology forward, we're cutting out all these people, then like it makes sense. We're gonna need some kind of UBI like in the interim until we figure out where the people are gonna go and what they're gonna do. Because they're not all gonna be fixing like robots on the assembly line. You know what I mean?
I just don't believe in it, bro.
No,
I think it'll create
communism and
country. Well, it could.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the two.
It could, and don't get me wrong. I'm not going to get into my freaking political beliefs.
No, yeah.
They're not what I guarantee. They're not what you guys think they are. So don't get it twisted. I mean, socialism. It's cool. It don't work on scale, bro.
Well, they say
socialism in a community, socialism in a household, socialism, that's cool. It works, everybody, but human nature, it doesn't work at scale. You cannot have a 330 million person population and have socialism. You know what happens? Bread lines. That's what happens. Destitute people. That's what happens. That's
the difference between the two, right, is that they say that socialism happens by choice. Like everybody or a large majority of people decide that they want to share everything and that they want to do socialism, right? So like they're convinced that this is what they want and then it happens. Whereas communism, you don't get a choice. You're told this is what you're going to do. This is how it goes. So basically it's like the extreme far liberal tends to eventually end up in like socialism, whereas the extreme far like hard conservative inevitably ends up being like, hey, all of this gets divided up like this, and then you get the communism side. So we need to be the middle.
It doesn't scale, bro. I'm sorry, it doesn't scale.
Yeah, socialism doesn't scale.
Neither of them scale.
Well, dude, that's
neither one of them scale.
This is my tattoo. My tattoo. This is Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was king of Africa, or a king, but one of the wealthiest people in all of human history. So something
Okay.
about Mansa Musa is he was on a pilgrimage to Mecca. So he ended up passing through Egypt, but he had like it was like over 15,000 slaves, and each slave had a staff of 15 pounds of gold, and he had like 600 camels, and each camel had like 500 pounds of gold dust. His thought was that people that were poor, he would give them gold, and then they would be wealthy. So on his pilgrimage to Mecca, he was giving away gold to all the people that asked him for anything or tried to sell him anything. He was giving away his gold. He went to Egypt. He gave away tons of gold to the pharaoh. He gave away gold to all the people. The result of that was the decimation of their economy, which got completely destroyed, like 12%, right? It took 12 years for the economy of Egypt to recover from how much gold he gave
Yeah.
away to people. And this is the supply and demand problem. So like I
Well,
understand
what do
what
you
you're
think would
saying.
happen? What do you think would happen with UBI?
No. I get what you're saying.
You're injecting. So
Yes.
what was he was saying $1,000 a month
Yeah.
per working age adult, I believe it was
Yeah.
$1,000 a month per working age adult. Let's say that's 200 million people. Okay, so 200 million times 1,000.
See,
What
my
is that?
my
That's
problem though
freaking
is that the money is already stupid fake. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So like
So, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
you're
saying.
saying
This
it
is
would
what
get
I'm
worse.
saying. This is what I'm saying. If you give out that much money, where's it coming from? You know where it's coming from? It's going to be increased taxes. That's why. That's why Canada has got like 55% freaking tax rate. You know what I mean? And that's why they have socialized healthcare that takes you 4 months to see a doctor. I want
Shout
my
out
fucking private.
Seji.
I want my private healthcare, bro. I like private healthcare. You know what I mean? I
Shout out
don't.
Seji. Shout out
Yeah.
G Blades. I hope you guys make it to Costa Rica.
So I just don't think I just don't think it works. I just don't think it works.
No, I agree.
Every don't get me wrong. If you gave me $1,000, if you gave me $1,000 a month, and that was able to free up time for me to do something productive, I would do it.
Dude, it's easy.
But what about the dude that works 40 hours? He gets out of bed, freaking firemans it, like I like to call it, jumps out of bed, throws on clothes, goes to work, does a half-ass job at work, gets off work, goes grab some weed or some alcohol, and then go home and annihilates his brain for the rest of the night, and then does it again the next day. If you give that dude $1,000 to where he doesn't have to work as much, what is he going to do with that time? It's just more time to get fucking high.
Yeah.
It's just more time. And it might not just be drugs, it might just be annihilating your brain through other BS. You know what I mean? It's not most people, we just don't have that culture. We have a fat, lazy American culture. There's no ambition. There's just no nothing. So I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. My idea, like my thought on UBI is like I do think that it makes sense in the like transitional phase into like as long as there's actually a structure of getting out of it, right? In the transitional phase of like getting rid of all of the like excessive jobs, which we need to, because when the like plow was invented and the tractor and stuff, a lot of people lost their jobs. But the thing that they ended up doing was work that had more value or that was different. The work just changed. They didn't lose everything.
Technology increases jobs, bro.
Yeah.
Technological innovation increases jobs. It increases more specialized jobs, but it does increase jobs. But there is a lapse, like you say. You know what I mean?
I do
Like,
think that there's going to be that. And the
but
scary
it's
part is when, like I was looking at an article about California and about how like they raised the minimum wage or whatever for like McDonald's workers to like $20 an hour, and then so now it's like fully automated besides the people that are actually like making your burgers, and like think about how many times you've been on the internet and like you've seen an advertisement for a machine that literally just makes the burgers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not
Like,
to mention, so that's got to go somewheres. I mean, to think that you could just raise the minimum wage and there be no adverse effects is ridiculous. You think
not
the
the
company's
tax.
going to eat that money?
Yeah.
You think the company's going to be like, oh, okay, I guess I just got to give them $20 an hour now? That's not freaking happening. Like, oh, okay, well, I guess now we got to charge instead of $14 for a freaking Big Mac combo meal. Now we got to charge $20 for a Big Mac combo meal.
And the
You know what I mean?
worst part is that it's a franchisee that still has to pay for the franchise that he
Yeah.
has, right? It's not even his store. It's not even their
Yeah.
store. It's not even McDonald's store. Their biggest thing is real estate.
And don't get me wrong, I am far from an economist.
Yeah.
The meeting we had today had economy overtones to it, and it made my freaking head hurt. But
Well,
any dotard could see that raising the price you pay your employees means you're gonna have to raise the price of the stuff you sell.
so here's something that I was actually just thinking about just now, right? So one of the things that came up in the meeting that we're talking about is like more uses for that thing. Do you
Right.
think that it would make sense, or like could we like create a special role where like people that submitted a really good idea that the community voted on would then get like 20 raffles in the ape? You know what I'm saying? Like additional, maybe stackable.
That's a lot. That's a
Oh,
lot.
like 10, 5, 10, 5,
That's
10.
I think we're talking apples and oranges right now. I don't think we should commingle.
No commingle. So then maybe we'd do something else.
So that's what happened at FTX, bro. They commingled funds. You know, I mean, we
Not
don't
only
want to
did they
commingle.
commingle funds,
They
God.
commingled everything.
Yeah, they commingled everything on top of the beanbags, and let's just say
Right.
they didn't use protection on their trades. Yeah.
Bro, we have went so far down the freaking rabbit hole.
Yeah. No,
Everybody on this stream tonight is like,
well, there's 69 people,
These-
so we got all the way to here, you know?
well, we got to hear, but imagine how many we lost because we're talking politics, we're talking modern monetary policy and theory. This is supposed to be a crypto show, bro. So we apologize to everybody on what happened tonight.
Yeah.
And
I
yes,
just
we
wanna
know
say, from the bottom of my heart, to everybody that's still watching, you're welcome. We'll be here on Wednesday and Friday and Sunday.
We will be here on Wednesday. And
we will go deep.
hold on, I dropped my earpiece.
AI
I can't hear whatever you're saying.
I said we'll be back Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and we will go deep on AI and these specific projects. I mean, hold on, let me do a quick little thing. So there are 3 projects, right? We have Fetch AI, we have SingularityNet, and then we have Ocean. And these are some huge, innovative AI projects in crypto. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but what I'm saying is if I had dry powder or, you know, income that was substantial enough to not worry about losing the money, right? I would look at Ocean, Fetch, and AGIX. And the reason is because the AI narrative is very interesting, right? There should be no expectation of financial gain with anything connected to an asset or project related to Jpg Empire. But so AGIX, Fetch, and Ocean Protocol. Ocean Protocol is basically a marketplace for data, right? So it's data and databases and monetized information for like AI training models. And then Fetch AI is kind of like an Oracle service. So it's sort of like Google, right? But for blockchain, and uses AI for like a search in related to things that are on the blockchain. Okay. And then AGIX is a marketplace. with a AI agent that can do all kinds of different stuff. So people that have AI technology can go onto SingularityNet and they can market their AI technology, and it's a decentralized marketplace. So anybody can create different AI utilities and offer them as a service for people to purchase.
Yeah. I would like to add to that the anticipated token price for ASI is $2.85. Okay. They're going to be dropping, they plan to launch at a 7.5. We'll go over all of this on Wednesday, but they plan to launch at a $7.5 billion evaluation, theoretically being in the top 20. And there's 2.
I'm selling immediately.
And then that's no. That's what I'm getting at right there. 2.63 billion tokens is going to be the new supply, and they're anticipating a $7.5 billion market cap at launch. I would bet dollars to donuts that the moment it launches, it's going to freaking tank.
And if it doesn't, then it will. If it doesn't, then it will. If it doesn't, then it will. Yeah. Nothing goes up in a straight line.
Thank you, Jaleesa. And you know what I was just thinking? I wonder. So my new monitors, I finally hooked up my 2 new monitors. Mm-hmm. So I have these, you guys see me looking up here all the time. I have 2 monitors up above my main monitor right here. And that display ratios are different. So they are displaying in 1080p, and my bottom. Well, no, I think so. The monitor I'm on right now, that I'm looking at right now, this monitor is like 3600 by whatever. I think it's a 10 by 16 monitor. It's a 32-inch, so the display is different. And these monitors up here are only 24s. And I think it's the aspect ratio thing. I think I need to go in and I need to change all my aspect ratios to the same. And it won't. Because even with my last monitors, it was glitching a little bit. But it wasn't this bad because, well, he's gone.
No, I'm still there. I was actually trying to see if I could do my little avatar thing. Yeah.
So the main monitor that I used to bring up pages on the last one was a higher resolution. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to play with the. I think that's what it is. I think if I change all the monitor, all the aspect ratios, and it could be the camera too, because the camera's, fuck, I don't know, bro. I'm such a boomer. But I have to play around because this is ridiculous. I'm hardwired in. I got almost a gig of speed, and there should be no lag.
See, look, I fixed it. That's what I wanted to make sure, because we do this web show, and everybody knows that we're here, but they only see us from the waist up. So if I stand up, I can't do it. I just can't stand up on camera.
Is that because you're not wearing pants, John?
Why would I wear pants? I got a tie on. Why would I wear pants? Tie on.
All right, guys. We love you guys.
It's been a fantastic time.
Bunch of nonsense tonight.
Shout out to 345. This is a K-Brew lager beer. I do not work tomorrow because I'm going to immigration to get a release form
to get deported.
I quit my job. I can't wait to quit my job and start my new
He's really getting deported. He's not allowed in the Caymans anymore.
Oh, no. I'm never getting deported. Dude, but I almost didn't get let out of Honduras. That was crazy. I overstayed my visa by 2 days.
And they almost didn't let you leave?
They wouldn't let me leave without paying a ransom. I had to pay those sons of guns like $250.
So,
and you know what? I didn't even have it. I had to call my sugar mommy wife.
So does that mean you can't go back to Honduras?
No, I can go back because I paid their ransom.
Yeah, but how long is it good for?
No. It's good forever as long as you pay it. They
Oh,
literally
but
were
you
you just
just
pay it.
just pay it.
It's just an FU fee. You know what I mean? They're like, hey,
Right. That's funny.
you want to leave the country? That's fine, you can, but it's gonna cost you.
Well, I like I said in the past, and I'll say it live on stream. You ain't getting this white boy to go to Honduras, bro.
Bro, it'll be so much fun. But also, like, you don't have to be there over 60 days. You're just going for a couple weeks. I was there for
Right.
over 60 days by 2 days. So,
Nah, Costa Rica. That's where we're going.
I mean,
Or
I'm
maybe
down.
the Caymans.
Do you know, actually, Raul Paul lives here
In Honduras?
in Cayman.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about it the other day. I was like, I wonder if I can, like, stalk him enough to run into him on accident in public. You know what I mean? And I mean that genuinely because I'm a fan. Like, I'm not trying to actually stalk him, but, like, if I could, like, you know, like, smell what kind of cologne he has, you know what I'm saying?
You're so freaking weird,
joking,
bro.
joking.
Get in his
no,
Real Vision. Get in his, what does he has? He has a Real Vision.
Does he have a Discord?
I don't know if it's got a Discord, but he has
I know he has the group, but I'm not trying to pay for alpha.
It's $1. It's $1.
Oh, okay. I'll pay it.
And the only reason he charges is to keep the bots and everything out, I guess.
Okay. Well, then,
at least that's what I heard. I heard him say that a couple of years ago. But it's $1. It's Real Vision something. I'm sure it's on his freaking Twitter.
Yeah. Here's the question. Okay. Let's see. Real Vision. Okay. Real Vision. 362.7K followers. Bro.
Right. But how many of them? Oh, yeah.
A lot of dollars.
How many of them live in the Caymans? Though? Yeah, but I follow him and I'm not paying him $1.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, it says get free access. You can get the link in the bio.
Yeah, I think it's still watch fucking. If I could spell Raul Paul.
Yeah, I don't actually know how to spell it. It's Ray. It's RAO, isn't it?
Just had it. Hold on, I just had it. Yeah, RAOU. Pal. PAL.
Oh,
So,
dude, but 1 million followers. Imagine if you got half of them to pay $1.
Global macro investor. Is this one?
Quick Desert? Show me. Find me a picture of him somewhere in public.
Join us. Acts as our monthly in-depth publication incorporating analysis, business cycle analysis. Members starting at US. Oh, that's 20. Oh, this is for the big boys. This ain't us. That's the wrong one.
Wait, you said members starting at how much?
$20,000.
Only 20,000, bro.
Okay, here we go. Real Vision, get free access. So, okay, so maybe he's not charging anymore.
Maybe half of his followers paid $1.
Get free access. Or maybe you just got to have a credit card. No? Email, send verification. I agree. Yeah. I remember before he said he was charging $1. And that was because of bots and trolls and, you know what I mean? You're going to pay to troll me type shit, you know?
Yeah. I like that.
So I kind of think his TradFi business acumen clouds his crypto judgment. You know what I mean?
You know what? I have the same opinion. That's why, like, but I do have to say his Solana call was not bad.
His Solana call maybe recently wasn't bad, but before, when we're going into a bear market and he's still calling for like $1,000 Solana.
Yeah.
He shit the bed on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Now DCA and all the way down, that's not a bad call. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
that actually. Well, here's one that I
he's
want to actually talk to you about soon. Are you a Cosmos guy?
mm,
Like, it's not
I
done any.
own No, Cosmos has been lackluster ever since I heard it. I think the first time I ever looked at Atom, it was like $14. I bet it's fucking $14 right now.
Is it $14?
I don't know, but that would be fucking hilarious, bro.
So a guy
Yeah,
paid me
no, my bad.
four.
My bad. It's $9.38.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
Yeah.
But this guy
And my
paid me like he paid me like $500. Ages like probably like 6 months ago. He paid me $500 because he specifically wanted me to purchase Kuji for him
I don't even know
on
what the fuck that
Cosmos.
is.
Oh, dude, it fucking like 10x'd. It might even have been more X's than that. But
Wow.
so he had me buy it for him then, and I did. And then like yeah, man. It was
I mean,
just that.
I own coins on top of Cosmos.
But Kuji is actually an interesting one. So people, if you haven't done your research on Kuji, it's interesting for like it's like a market and everything on Cosmos, but it means that it has the potential to be cross-chain. And I think it has like an automated market maker and all that stuff that people love. So Kujiara. One to look at. Not financial advice.
There we go. I bet this works now. So I split my freaking computer screen. No, I'm still freaking glitching out here, ain't I? Yep, looks like I'm paused. What was that? What's that ticker again? Kuji?
Yeah, Kuji.
Kuji.
It's like Kuji.
Okay.
I think.
Isn't
Kujiara.
that $1.55?
Yeah, it was like so much less.
Well, let's see. It's up 3%.
Look at the
It's up 180% on the year.
yeah, but look back like wait, when are we at right now? I guess like maybe look back like 8 months actually.
So hold on, let me freaking stop. Present. There we go. So yeah, right back here. What is this? September of 2023.
It was down there. Yeah, it was below. Yeah, it was there. It was there.
But
yeah, it was down
from
there. Yeah, around there.
So
yeah, it was around that bottom.
That's
there.
A massive bump. So 66.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, $4 we're selling.
Yeah, where's that? I won't freaking boom.
Yeah,
like a high of 131.
Yeah,
you used to be able to zoom in on. Oh, my bad. That's why, because I haven't used freaking. There we go. That's better. So
yeah,
like
it was below. It was like 60s.
And the peak was 531.
Yeah.
Still, that's a 8-9x, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's look up. Shit, since we're here, we might as well. Let's look up. And my camera seems to be working.
But it's kind of funny because, like, you know, like, honestly, like, that stuff is tough. Like, for normies to go from, like, centralized exchanges to decentralized exchanges to, like, bridging and, like, swapping into other stuff and then, like, getting it back to where you want it to be. Like, that shit is really tough, like, honestly.
Bro, I didn't do it for the longest time. I mean, I set up a MetaMask wallet. It must have took me 6-7 months in crypto before I finally set up a MetaMask.
Yeah.
And that was it. You know what I mean? And then after that, after I got burnt with gas fees and ETH, and then I finally learned out about Daedalus. Went from Daedalus to Nami. And then, but I mean, since then, I got freaking shit everywhere now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I found like $30 in Bitcoin the other day, and I was like, when did I buy that? It was like literally.
Bro, I'll look at my portfolio tracker. I have to look at my portfolio tracker, I should say, to find out where my coins are. I have to click into it and be like, oh, okay, I got this on Kepler. I got this on freaking the Caspa wallet. I got this on this wallet. I got this on this wallet. Yeah. So Fetch is 239. So if it launched tomorrow and you got that one of one, you'd gain 50 cents on that.
I mean, that's pretty huge. Yeah, I have a bag of AGIX. And when I say it's bad, a bag, I think I have like probably like 200, maybe a little more. And I just like, it was honestly, I think it was only like $50 worth that I got that. Like, I had probably like 40 or something that had just been in a like liquidity pool. Like, I'd just been farming AGIX on MinSwap for ages. And then now
I was farming it way back too.
Dude, I'd not touch it. I mean, I'm also farming Hosky, but that was since
I still have the same Hosky.
Me too.
That freaking DZ airdropped us back when they quote unquote ran the project.
Me too. And I think that it's still worth the same.
Oh, I'm sure. It's like 45. I think I got like 45 ADA worth of Hosky. It's in that's the only thing. Worth. So I had a lot. I had a lot of.
You had a lot of junkies.
Yeah. So I got the Hosky. The Hosky and all my junkies are in the same wallet, and that's the only thing in that wallet. There might be a couple of ADA in there just for transactions.
That's wild.
But I don't think I've ever sent anything out of that wallet. Now that I think about it,
I've had my Hosky in a liquidity pool on MinSwap since then.
Oh yeah.
Same with the AGIX.
I should have. Yeah. I got freaking.
Makes me want to look at it. So that is actually something that I want to do on this channel so bad. I do want to like show people MinSwap, like, and how to do that, how to like farm tokens. I really think that it would be like really fun. It would be great. I want to make a Lace wallet for the people. And just because I haven't used Lace Wallet, and I always heard that it was good, but I've never met anybody that's used it.
I've never used it.
I've never met anybody that's used it, but I've heard it's good, and it's like the only one I don't have. Right? Literally, I've got an Eternal, I've got a Nami, I have a Uroi, I got a fucking, I've got a Ledger, I've got a Trezor. Like, I have
my Eternals and my Namis and my Ledger.
And a Keystone.
And a Keystone.
Yeah.
See, I haven't tried any other ones than Ledger. The only reason I have a Vesper, I spun up a Vesper one day because I was on the run and needed to mint something.
Yep.
So I was like, fuck it, download Vesper, write down the seed phrase on the back of a napkin, transfer some money. Transferred it from a central exchange. And I think the only thing on my Vesper is my little sappies.
I want to shout out to this person, Dustin Harvey, that is following me right now. His bio says, "I'm here to learn. Teach me, senpai." And that was all he says in his bio. And I'm going to follow him back. He had 42 followers, and now he's got 43. But I mean, like, yeah, dude, I want you to learn if you're here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's funny. We've been talking about bullshit, and we're an hour and a half in, and we're gaining viewers. That's super weird.
Take your shirt off.
You don't want to see that.
I'm just kidding, but you've been hitting the gym, though. You've been flexing.
I have been hitting the gym.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that snaps, bro.
All right, so let's see. So, I mean, you didn't look at Ocean Protocol. Do you want to look at that?
I did.
Okay,
I looked at it. Well, I brought it up.
What was the price?
I think it's like 82 cents. I can't remember. I did bring it up though.
All of them are down like a good bit. So is that one also like a 2.5?
So AGIX and Ocean are both like
close in price.
Yeah. one ASI. No. One Ocean and one AGIX will be worth it's like 0.4333 or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's
So
so
yeah,
interesting. Like, why? I mean,
they took this. Well, we'll go
why is
over it all
fetch
on
so
Wednesday.
hard? Like,
We will go, huh?
why did fetch go off so hard?
I don't know. Well,
Mhm.
fetch. See, no. See, we'll go. That's some of the stuff that they talk about. We'll go over it on Wednesday.
All right.
Fetch is going to be the underlying asset.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
And they're all gonna work together,
Yeah.
but separately. So it's that whole page from that
Yeah.
YouTube channel that YouTube we watched.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, I mean, like that's massive.
We don't want to shout out we'll put the YouTube channel that we watched after we do our own research in the video we put out about it, but we don't want you to go watch that without watching ours first.
Yeah. Because ours is gonna be better. Thank you guys
Yes.
for joining us tonight. It has been a fantastic night. We appreciate you. I am going to wash the dishes because I'm married. I'm not saying that I'm scared, right? I'm not scared. Okay. I'm not scared of my wife, right? I'm not afraid of her. It's that I just know she's gonna beat my ass if I don't do it. All right, love you guys. Thank you all for joining us. It's been so much fun. We'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Hit the like button.